Life is all about balance, but you will find in the darkness of our world that there's two extremes. Some are very basic in their needs, others are very wild and extravagant. Some like hang gliding for fun, and they break their face on the side of a mountain. Others, a movie night will suffice. Vlogging cameras for baby kindergartners versus super expensive, unusable, designed for dentist architects. That's a word. Where's the balance?
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
You know what I don't understand? Just follow me for a second through this thought process. We had cameras. That was the thing. They were their own niche, and then smartphones came and started attacking them. First they were very terrible, and now they're really good, and they've cut out the low end, and now their only viable option of the camera industry to stay alive are these like high-end professional things for the Olympics and like movies, even though movies are shot on phones nowadays, whatever. But for some reason, camera companies have stooped back down to the level that the smartphone has already killed off. And they're playing around in here like, hey, look at me, hey. You're about to get squashed like an ant. I saved a ladybug today. I won't squash you, cameras. That reminds me of the time I saw a beaver climb a tree. I'm sure it was a beaver because his face looked beaver-like. He climbed up to get a better glimpse of me, and I noticed that he was not a groundhog. He was a beaver in a tree for the first time witnessed here. And he's coming to kill me, actually. I was like, what are you doing? You look sharp. You look like you have claws, my friend. Don't use those. I'll have to defend myself with my yellow belt karate skills I learned when I was 11 years old. Look out for those. I realized I was in 4K 60p for some reason. I was like, oh my goodness. I can't believe I'm filming this slow-moving marsupial in a tree without 120 frames per second. Oh, I almost threw my camera in the bushes. But it just has me thinking like Canon's releasing this 100 to 300 f2.8, and it's like this super expensive pro lens. I don't even know what would you use that range for. 1 to 300? Sports? People still watch sports? What are you doing? Oh, look, all these men are having fun. That looks like fun. I wouldn't want to do that, but I'll watch you do it. It's like watching your friend play video games. Get in there, player 2. As the beaver leapt away from my life with his fuzzy tail, designed to build dams in the rainwater, I realized that that was the coolest beaver I've ever seen, and I'm glad that I witnessed it. With my somewhat budget setup of the Sony 200 to 600, Sony a7S III, somewhat affordable for middle-class people. And then we have like Canon 100 to 300. Apparently they're coming with a 200 to 500 Tony 4. It's gonna be like $19,000. For what? And you still aren't matching my 600mm of the Sony. I would rather have that for like an eighth of the cost. Who are the professionals? And then we get the V10 for the beginners. The dichotomy. Can I just rant for a second? Fuji XS10 is coming, and it has these vlogger-centric features like product showcase mode. I don't have it. And also the background defocus blur. Who said that we were kindergarten yuppies that needed like parents to make our lunch and wrap it in a bag? We can go buy things. I know how to make a sandwich. I've done it before. You spread some kind of liquid on it and then a meat thing and a lettuce. And you fold it and you put it in your pocket. I understand life. Why are we treated like such imbeciles? Like the vlogging market is only for like 8 to 10-year-olds. Put that on your camera. This is for ages 6 and up. And then below 13. And we're waiting for the pro market to kick in here. We're pros. Me and you. YouTubers. We like filming stuff. We have creative thoughts. I'll show you. As the chipmunk notices I'm in his path, he comes for a glance towards the almond-producing man. Will he throw another one? I'm waiting. I'm ready when you are, player 2. I will chew it and take it home to my family. As the king black duck hears the tussle in the forest, he says, I'm out of here. No thank you. I don't eat almonds. I'm gonna dive under the lake, and then you'll never see me again. They just go. They never come back. Every time they dive, I'm like, okay, where are you? They stay down there for like half a minute. They outweight me, and then they end up 3 furlongs away. Frickin' furlongs. What's coming next? Baby kindergarten wildlife setups? Where you, like, there's a bird button on the thing? Press the bird button. How come he's not in focus? I pressed the bird button. Oh no. Oh God. Oh, squirrel button. Uh-oh, it's still shaky. I still have to think and do things. I'm not used to this. You're dumbing us down. You're making us dumber. This V10 has a 1 press, and that's all you can do? Frickin' internal battery. Who made that decision? We need to switch. When we're on the road, battery dies. Oh, guess my show's over for the day. Oh, oopsie. I'm going home now to be defeated. Hopefully my babysitter made me lunch. I don't know how to do that. We can figure it out, you hobos. Have some faith in us. You point the thing at a bird. If there's a box and the bird's somewhat in the vicinity, your camera will probably get it, and we'll get the shot. We don't need a bird button. Just let me track a duck. Give me some pro features. Pro vlogging duck features, that's all I'm asking for. That thing, he floated towards a creek, and I kept on him. We got the shot. He's coming in, it's disgusting Sony color science. That's the only downside of the pond scum lake. But whatever. He landed, and we got it. We got the shot because we cared. Because we had a dream. The ducks could be with us all the time. And they never had to leave. It seems like every time a camera is released nowadays, it's either so dumbed down or super professional, overkill specs for way too much money and still not perfect enough, like the Nikon Z8. Can't even flip that screen around. What the hell is that? Where's my 240 frames per second? Not 1 second of it in there. The Fuji XS10 does 6K 30p for a vlogging camera. What vlogging noob that needs these buttons of background defocus has a computer that can handle 6K 30? Where's the parents in that situation? How many tooth have they pulled? That's a sentence. How many dentists are in that family? Are they both dentists? Do they work at the same practice? It's called a practice, you know. When I was a kid, I got a little card saying, oh, thanks for coming to our practice. And I was like, Mom, no wonder it hurt so much. They were practicing. And she laughed at me because I was a moron, a kid, a vlogger, some might say. I owned the V10. I get that vloggers are egotistical dweebs who want to be in the limelight. They didn't get love from their parents, and so they jump up into the spotlight and hope that someone will see them and notice them and approve of them. But it doesn't mean we need dumbed down vlogger cameras that suck. Now, I don't know how I missed the takeoff here. I saw he was ready. I pressed record. It wasn't long enough, but we got a duck in 240 frames per second. It looks like utter trash. I believe it. I know it. I feel it. And he lost focus at some point and it never returned. But if you had animal eye detect, Sony, if we could just get the firmware from the ZV-E10 in this thing, maybe we'd have something. So I don't get it. I know I'm dating myself here. The ZV-1 Mark II has already been announced. Let's pretend that I know exactly what it is. I can't believe they removed my 960 frames per second. And that stupid lens 18 to 70, why is it a Tony 2.8 to 4? What happened to the 1.8? I'm guessing. I like guessing. Where's my internal NDs? You just thought, oh, let's remove those. Who needs those? Why isn't the lens stabilized? Thought you just designed it for vlogging. Why 70 mil? Couldn't you cut back on that? Did we need that? That makes the Tonys a little darker, doesn't it? We could have sacrificed 18 to 35. Better yet, 16 to 35. Or 18 to 50 like the Nikon DL thing that never came. I have to resort to filming on a 1080p camera with 2 megapixels just to feel the nostalgic love. With a 0.95 lens. Stop down to 1.4. Just so it's somewhat sharp. Too sharp and organic. You can see the trees sprouting out of my head. Oh, that is beauty, my friend. It's only getting worse. And more expensive? Or super dumbed down? And no, I'm not going to show you the magical deer that I saw. That deserves its whole own video. So you wait for that. I'll rant in your face. So camera industry, if you're wondering why you're failing miserably and the smartphones are catching up, it's because you're completely out of touch with the people who are using your stuff, which is YouTubers. And we need stuff, good stuff too. I think some of the third-party companies should start making cameras. Why not? A Viltrox Vlogger 1? A Miki M6? Something like that? A Tamron? Oh God, I talked myself right out of that one. Oh boy, I'm just gonna go home. I'm not here already. I would never film in my living room. How you doing? Are you buying a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt? Those are on sale, are they? No, they're not. Still, you could subscribe for more videos. I'll see you next.